Once upon a time, in a place not far away, and a long time not so long ago, there were two neighboring cities. They were great friends, despite their differences. Dallas was a rich city which had grown in culture and economy with great care. Fort Worth was more proud of its hard work and the beef trade, which had made it so important to its people. One year, a builder from down south decided he wanted to cement the old cattle trails from Laredo, Texas, all the way up to Duluth, Minnesota. He decided to take the fastest route, which led straight through Fort Worth. Dallas heard of this and realized how much wealth this road would bring to Fort Worth, and grew jealous. Dallas went to the builder and complained. He then began to wine and dine him. It showed the builder the wealth of Dallas and insisted that the road and those who traveled it would be better off going through the great city. The builder began to suspect that the road would be best going through the richer of the two cities. Fort Worth could not believe its ears when he learned of Dallas's betrayal. It grew angry at its friend, but took its arguments to the builder. It pointed out to the builder the wealth of the livestock trade and all the beef that traveled through Fort Worth. The builder was amazed at the wealth that could come through Fort Worth and travel north to the butcher markets. Now Dallas would not be outdone. It pointed out its museums and art galleries, its zoos, and many restaurants. Fort Worth too had a zoo and art galleries, museums, and restaurants. Dallas spoke of its sports teams, and Fort Worth spoke of all the smaller towns and culture that were so close. The builder found himself locked between a rock and a hard place. The two cities were fighting so adamantly for the road, and both had valid points. The builder wished to do both justice, but he felt he could not choose only one. The cities continued to argue, and the builder could not get a word in edgewise to tell the cities of his final decision. As the argument between the two grew louder and louder, the builder grew more and more annoyed, until with a great shout he ripped the road right down the middle. Both cities fell silent in shock. The builder gave one half to Dallas and the other to Fort Worth. He told the cities the road would go through both, and that good friends should not argue any further. And so the Interstate 35 was built, going through both Fort Worth and Dallas, creating what is now called I-35W and I-35E.